Okay. We have today sons and lovers. And lovers by D.H. A. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence. We'll have some background about the writer. Lawrence's life. D.H. Lawrence. His full name, David Herbert Lawrence. He was born in 1885 in a village near, he's in a village, Eastwood, the name of the village, Eastwood, near the Worcestershire, London. So he is an English writer, novelist, poet also. This novel is about his experience. His experience reflects on this novel. His father was a miner worker. He worked as a miner. He is an educated person. His family, suffering from the classes, high class and lower class and working class, middle class, according to the society of England. His experience growing up in a coal mining, provided much of the inspiration for sons and lovers. Reflect this problem in this novel. He became a teacher and writer. He met Frida and married her. Also, he an engagement of another lady. So, his problem in sexuality, in sex problem, because of relationship with a lady. He treats this problem in his life. He ran away to Paris with a girl. These things discussed according to the theory of Freud, on psychological theory about Freud. And this applied during this period from 1885 till 1930. His life ended. He died in France in 1930. This is about the writer life. If anyone can add something about the life? Yes. Anyone who can? So, this life during this period, he writes stories. The stories. One of these stories, who know? Anyone? Yes, anyone about other stories, not Sons and Lovers? The White Peacock, and other. Okay, you can read more than about the writer's life. Okay. Yes. These families, now we'll talk about the character and the family. Because this reflects an experience of the family. How that family treats in the society. Walter Miller, and this is the husband of Mrs. Mora. This is Mora. Walter Miller is an educated person, and he worked in a coal miner. Other characters: William Mora. This is the first son. Paul Mora, the second one. And Annie Mora. This is the oldest sister of Paul. And the last one, he is not inserted. Yeah? Yes? Arthur Mora. The main characters in this is about family: husband, wife, and 4 children. The relationship between husband and wife at first became lover. He made her in Christmas and made relationship and first as a happy couple. This marriage only 3 or 4 months, then the problem started. Why the problem started? Yes.
Because Mr. Moral become a drinking man, and Mrs. Walter Moral become hate him, and just try to have sons.
Yes, because of that drunk. He is a heavy drinker. He came late to his house. So that woman hate her husband. When he came back to his home, they made quarrel between husband and wife. The conversation about the drinker. He drank wife alone. And he came the result of that quarrel in one situation. He had her in the head by drawer, and also driving her out of the house and lock the house, prevent her to enter the house. These problems reflect that love for her husband to search for another things to control or to give this love to her children. So he take care of the first son, William Mora, the oldest one. Give her love to that person. He became the favorite. Yes. First, he give her love to that person. This also, the Oedipus, if you read the Oedipus theory that Freud said, it is a myth. That person who killed his father and married his mother. All these things quoted from this theory. Okay. So William Morrell became the lover one to his mother. And after that, she became sad when he get a job in London. And he decided to leave his family. So he became here and get a relationship with a lady and came to her with a fancy. Later on, this fancy, he had this fancy because treated her as a servant. So that's why he came back to London because of his job. He stayed there until he became illness and died. When he died, then shift the lover, the love things to another Paul Morrell. Paul Morrell, he is also became educated person, and he has also relationship with elites. First, he had relationship with which one? Miriam. Made a relationship with Miriam, but he spent with her a night and then shift to another one. Who's that lady? Clara. Clara is, yes, divorced. He is a married. She is a married, but separate from her husband. And she is a friend of Miriam. So this person, a playboy, he shift his love from one to another as these two friends. This Powell became the favorite person to his mother. So here there is a full stop, and now we'll discuss something. Look at this family. It is one of the society. Example, husband and wife. They came quarrel, change in state of happy, change to sad, and make troubles. That is because what? Because of one thing, drinker, wine. This person is also poor. Workers. He worked from the morning till night. And when he came back to his family, to his home, he drank her and quarreled with his wife. Yes, that is because of wine. So that is why now we discuss how Islam changed this society. Here, he prevent or forbidden drinking wine or alcohol. Why? Because the person who drank, he lost his mind and became problematic person, enemy, fighting with his family and destroyed his family. So that is why Islam prevent or forbidden this type of drinking. In order to what? To become a right society, a right family. Okay? If you say in the Holy Quran, إنما الخمر والميسر رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه. That is clear. It is forbidden. for our society. Because of that, sons hate his father, and his mother became the nearest one to that person. Yeah, this made a separate family, destroyed the family, and more than that, will destroy the society. So this behavior in our culture, in our tradition, is forbidden. No one allowed to use these bad habits. Yes. So this is a sample of family in Western society. Also, they are Christian. His friend gave moral as a Bible. If you read the sample Bible for that woman, because he is the right one, it is the correct person, and give her a copy of Bible by his friend at the age of 9 or 10 years. So the writer wants us that Christianity in this novel carried by lady, and he controlled her sons and make him educated and give him the Christianity behavior. So, what about the husband? The husband here, just a bad habit, like evil. This is evil. The writer considers this person like an evil because also he is always fighting with his family and out of the responsibility of their growing up for their children and responsibility of their family. Okay. Let us say about the novel. The background of the novel. Who can tell us? In chapter 1 to chapter 5. Have you read something? Yes.
This novel follows this idea. A woman of strong character goes into the lower class and has no satisfaction in her own life. She has had a passion for her husband, so her children are born on passion and have needs of vitality. But as her sons grow up, she selected them as lovers. First the eldest, then the second. These sons are urged to life by their reciprocal love of their mother, urged on and on. But when they come to manhood, they can't love because their mother is the strongest power in their lives and holds them as soon as the young men come into the contact with women. There is a sibling. William gives his body to Farewell, and his mother holds his soul. But the sibling kills him because he doesn't know where he is. The next son gets a woman,
Yes.
the next son gets a woman who fights for his soul, fights his mother. The son loves his mother, all the sons hate and jealous of the father. The battle goes on between the girl and the mother, with the son as object. The mother gradually grows stronger because of the ties of blood. The son decides to leave his soul in his mother's hands and likes his elder brother go for passion. He gets passion, then the sibling begins to tell again, but almost unconsciously, the mother realizes what is the matter and begins to die. The son casts off his mistress, attends to his mother dying. He is left in the end naked
You know, the writer first described the place, first of all, place, Eastwood in Buckinghamshire. If we make comparison between, if you read in third stage, Hard Time, the same description in Charles Dickens. First he described the places, the culture of that place in first. Then he go to the first part, discuss the life of that family. The first part of the novel focus on Mrs. Morrell and her unhappy marriage to drinking man. She has many arguments with her husband. Fighting, not just argument, fighting. Some of which have painful results, like he beat her with a drawer on the head and driving her out of the house. This crowd hit in the head with a drawer. He hate her husband because of that behavior. And he turned that love to her first son. Her older son, William, is her favorite, and she is very upset when he takes a job in London and moves away from the family. When William sickness and dies, a few years later, she is crushed, not even noticing the rest of her children, until she almost loses Paul, her second son, as well. From that point on, Paul becomes the focus of her life, and the two seems to live for each other. That relationship changed to the second son, and they came as like living forever for each other. Paul falls in love with Miriam, who lives on a farm not too far from the Morrell family. They carry on a very intimate but cruel plan. He has a relationship for many years with Miriam. Mrs. Morrell does not approve of Miriam, and this may be the main reason that Paul does not marry her. That is the main reason, because his mother don't like that lady. This is maybe the first reason to prevent her from the marriage. Paul meets Clara, now another lady, another woman. Paul meets Clara, who is separated from her husband. This lady is married, but separated from her husband. Through Miriam, as he became closer with Clara, and they began to discuss his relationship with Miriam, she tells him that he should consider their lover and returns to Miriam to see how she feels. Paul and Miriam sleep together and are briefly happy. It's only these times, became happy in short time. Later on, he changed his mind and separated from her and go to another lady that's called Clara and make a relationship with Clara. Later on, after this relationship with Clara, her husband, the old man of her, he came and fight with Paul. So there is another problem. See, this society, how you consider in your mind this society living in a Western places, but it is different from our places. Here is forbidden the same story like that. So there is some suggestion here. We should read a story is related to our culture, because these stories affect our society. If you see now, by using internet, by using mobile video or something. There is creates so many problems. If you go to court and see how many ladies separated from her husband because of that. Yes, use internet. This is a bad habit. We use from Western affect our society and make trouble for us. So there is some suggestion here. Maybe later on we'll discuss another story that reflects our society, our culture, our Islamic tradition, in order to be more than the Western society. So we get only the bad thing from Western. We don't get knowledge. See, they didn't give us a knowledge, just a problematic, a bad story about this. Because they want us to change from good to bad behavior. But we should be aware of these behavior of these books and try to develop our society, develop ourselves, and get more education and be aware of these problems. So, okay, thanks a lot for your listening.